Tres, dos, uno.
Shit, welcome back to, I guess we can say
Lawnchair Sports, Season 2.
Season 2, so.
Last year we started kind of in the middle of football season, right?
I think it was like one game
Oh,
already.
We were just one game in?
We were one game
This
behind.
feels different, though. This is like,
Yeah.
you know, a right type of way. I don't know. I feel like we're starting things off with a full head of steam, right?
Yes, sir, man. And you know the feeling if you live in a town like Lubbock, like shit kind of goes stale a little bit during the summer months.
Yeah,
There's
it
really
goes
no
really
sports
stale. Just a
in
lot
general.
of drinking.
And then you come back, all the students are back. Tech plays. I don't know if they played today, but college football is back. NFL's back in about a week, I think.
Tech season starts next weekend.
Yeah, against Oregon, I believe. So it's good to be back and feeling good.
Yeah, no, they're
Drinking
not
a
playing
burr this
Oregon
morning.
next weekend.
Oh, they're not.
They're playing. Pull it up. Young Jamie.
I'm young Jamie today.
Who is it? It's like somebody good, I think. I think it's a Montana.
Bradley wanted to sleep in. Wyoming.
I'll say Montana.
Just shit. They don't even play them until the 9th.
Yeah. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders we're coming into the season with the most hype we've had in a while. I think we were actually picked 4th in the Big 12, which is really good considering.
Yeah. What they have, bitch ass Texas ranked.
You know, we got TCU, who was coming off of a national
17.
championship where they got their ass whooped. Man, that's got to be the worst ass whooping of all time.
It was glorious to see.
In a national
We were there. We were at the
championship.
bar that day.
We were in the bar, yeah. That was ugly, golly. That game was ugly. So TCU is probably a favorite to win the Big 12, and then you got Kansas State.
They're number 16, and then you have Texas as number 11, and Oregon number 15. So
I forget Texas is still in the Big 12. This is the last year that we'll have Texas and OU in the Big 12, right?
I think so, yeah. But we're getting all these other.
Who are we getting? We're getting Colorado. We're getting BYU, Utah.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Look. Let's see. We got BYU, UCF, I think.
Yep, UCF.
Oregon State, or Arizona, something like that. Let me see.
So, yeah, we got some things changing up in the conference, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know.
Oh, we have Colorado because what's his name is coming. Deion Sanders.
Hell yeah, we got primetime, which is something I want to talk about later. But Texas leaving the Big 12. This is where Roy and I differ on opinions. Roy's like, fuck Texas all the way.
I just can't root for him. And I love the state. I just cannot root for them. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Yeah, and see,
You'll root for them when they're playing, won't you?
I'm more of the mind that they are from Texas. And I'm a Texan through and through. And so if they are doing the best job of representing Texas at a high level, I'm all for it, buddy, because if they go to the Big 12, if they go to the SEC and beat Alabama, you know, beat fucking LSU, if they get some wins like that and they represent Texas on a big scale, then I'm all for it. But Roy says fuck them all the way.
All I could say was there's been 2 instances in my life. We were at the bar when TCU was playing, and I was rooting against them, Swag wasn't. It was pretty funny to watch them get their ass whooped. I fucking despise Texas so much, and I despise the Astros so much that the Philadelphia Phillies, I was rooting for them motherfuckers to beat the Astros. Like,
so yeah, Roy will root against Texas teams.
I don't give a fuck, man. Sometimes.
So if it's Alabama versus Texas, you're going Alabama all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have to. But maybe like sometimes.
Is that because you're a Red Raider?
Yes, sir. I actually was at TCU's campus this week, and this past weekend when I was coming home from Dallas, it's pretty nice. It's fucking nice.
Hell yeah, that's a private school,
It's
man.
a really cool area.
Tuition at TCU, how much do you think that is?
It's probably $60,000 a year. Probably what you pay to go to Tech
Way
4
more.
years. You pay like that, maybe a semester.
Yeah, probably.
There's some wealth and coming anyways. So yeah, so shout out to I'm looking at this website.
The realignment
And so we're looking at a 16-team conference, East and West. You have Cincinnati, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, UCF, and West Virginia. Then you have Arizona State, Baylor, BYU, Colorado, TCU, Texas Tech, and Utah. That's the West. My bad. And the other one was the East.
Okay, so one thing that I find, I don't know, it bothers me, right? Because I'm the kind of person, if I see a picture hanging on the wall and it's just a little crooked, I'm inclined to go straighten it out, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So how the fuck are we still going to call it the Big 12 when there's 16 teams, Roy?
That's where you're going with it.
So if anybody has any suggestions about what we should call it other than the Big 12, like the Spicy 16.
What was the old Southwest Conference?
Southwest Conference.
Why don't they do that or something?
I like the Spicy 16, eh?
Southeast and Southwest Conference. Right
No.
there.
That's gay, dude.
But it's cool. I will say this. It's cool. Whatever the fucking name is. Who gives a fuck?
The Super 16.
That's a fucking cool one. Super 16 would be really cool.
Yeah, boy.
You can't beat that one. Arizona and Arizona State. As you guys have probably heard in this one or other podcasts, got family there. So it'd be really cool to go there. I've always wanted to go to, where's Baylor
Utah?
at? Yeah, Utah. I've always wanted to go to Utah. That'd be cool. Colorado to see them play primetime. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So let's touch on the primetime thing, right?
I'm not going to Cincinnati, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so Deion Sanders, very polarizing figure.
Yes, sir.
I was born in 1990. So that means that 94, 95, 96, whenever the Cowboys were great and Deion was primetime, you know, he would get an interception and he would start high stepping at the 50-yard line. And
he's like the only guy to play in an MLB playoff game and a NFL playoff game in a week.
right.
Like he was hopping off the plane from the Falcons going to the fucking Braves. Like
Yeah.
he's unbelievable.
Some people don't understand the level of athlete you have to be in order just to hit a baseball. You know, his first at bat in the MLB, home run,
Yes.
right? You can't make that shit
If it wasn't
up.
for Bo Jackson, he would be like undeniably the greatest athlete of all time.
Right. So Deion is like our Bo Jackson,
Yeah, there you go.
right? And so he's very cocky. Yes, he's full of himself.
I love his philosophy.
He loves primetime, loves him some primetime. But you know, that's showmanship. That's entertainment. That's why we watch. So some of you are offended by confidence. Some people, oh, he's cocky, he's this, he's
I would
that.
argue people listening to this aren't, but some of you are.
Yeah. I love it. I'm here for it. That's showmanship. That is the essence of sports entertainment. And Primetime was a great entertainer.
He is.
And he still is, right?
Still is.
And that's what I'm saying is watching him go from that to he was a high school coach, I believe. And he had some success
He had
there.
like a TV show, right, or something?
Yeah, something like that. He went to Jackson State, which is a historically black college in Florida, and he changed the game over there. He was getting 5-star recruits. He got a guy to decommit from Florida State and go to Jackson State. And then he got the job at Colorado. He has 3 sons, I think 3, and 2 of them are currently playing for the University of Colorado. Number 2 is the quarterback for Colorado. His name's Shador.
Yeah, he brought him with him, huh?
Yep, and then
That was kind of a big deal.
He's got another son named Shiloh, who's number 21. He's playing safety, I believe, and it's cool, man. I love watching it.
I think this was like all last year's stuff, but a lot of the team like quit. He was like, either you're gonna do it my way,
A lot of the players.
or you're out. And what's interesting is I'm not saying this is why, but one of the guys from Post Texas, he was playing at Colorado. I have something in my mouth. He just left. He left. So I'm like, I don't know the ins and outs of it. It's like,
Yeah.
I imagine it's a tough environment if you're not willing to be like a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Almost like you got to be like, fuck it, let's go. I like his mentality. He backs it up. He's hardcore.
He's changing the
It's
game.
what we need.
Yeah.
I think people need it. Like
He's changing the game a lot.
in football and in life, that's what you need right there. So it'll be fun to watch him. I hope he loses when he plays us, but
Yeah, so Colorado's opening the season over at TCU.
they're gonna lose.
Yeah, they're probably going to get their ass whooped. Colorado
So-
went 1-11 last season, and now they got primetime there. But you know how
I
much
think we
can
have, like,
how much can one man do?
Yeah, I think we have like a Joey McGuire situation. He'll probably finish 50, 500, maybe a little bit over
500 would be great success for him.
Yeah, it will be. So he'll turn it around. It's gonna take years for him to be like.
I was going to say,
Good.
if you're interested in all this, Deion has another son who has a YouTube channel, and he gives you a lot of behind-the-scenes, in-depth footage of it all. I find it pretty entertaining.
Is
It's
he
called Well Off Media. So check out Well Off Media on YouTube if if you guys are into all
Let me
that.
give me a little time to shout out to our sponsors, Izzy Money Vintage and Heart Enterprises.
Hell yeah.
So if you need some clothes, go to Izzy Money Vintage. It's got a great deal, good clothes. And if you need a new mini split little air conditioner for heating and cooling, Heart Enterprises. I know you guys in Lubbock have seen it. Great deal, local business. There you go. Today, Notre Dame and Navy are playing.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying this is because our very own Shane Gillis is at the game. That's why I brought that up. So that's today at 1 o'clock.
Shout out to Shane Gillis. Hey, if you guys don't know who Shane Gillis is, go and watch his Netflix on YouTube, absolutely free. What's it called? Do you know?
It's just Live in Austin.
Live in Austin.
And
Shane
then,
Gillis
Matt
is
McCuster's
funny
Speed
as
of Light. Shane Gillis also has another special coming out in September, but this time it's going to be on Netflix. So we have Navy and Notre Dame playing.
That's some decent football.
That'd be cool. I mean, it's in Ireland. That's fucking badass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, I want to go to one of these games one day.
Damn,
UMass,
that's incredible.
New Mexico State, who gives a fuck? Hawaii and Vanderbilt. Shout out to all our people in Hawaii. Our T's and P's are with you guys. North Alabama, Mercer, Ohio, San Diego State, and San Jose State and USC. Who's USC's quarterback? What's his name's over there right now?
Oh, yeah, we got old...
Cliff. Cliff's back over there, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, Cliff's over there, but what's his name?
Lane Bryant, or no, Kelly?
The kid from Muleshoe.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah, the kid from Muleshoe's the head coach at USC. Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley, I couldn't think of his name.
Shout out to Lincoln Riley. He played against the Idalou Wildcats. I played against his brother.
Were they fucking badass?
They were badass, but we beat them. I caused a fumble at the 1 yard line. Let's see. And we covered it and won. They were ranked number 8 in the state, something like that. They're pretty.
I don't
want to
go through like all of Texas high school football, but it was last night for the first time. It's back.
Okay.
But I will say I do know Post lost. I don't know what the score was, but they lost.
Yeah, so did Idalou.
Okay, Idalou and Post are the only two teams we give a fuck about.
Idalou look like shit. These kids, man, they're not built the same anymore.
They don't care.
It's weird watching a powerhouse, a Texas high school powerhouse like Idalou, just turn into a very mediocre football school. But it is what it is.
Y'all used to be the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Post went to state a couple years ago.
Back when I played, our coach had the highest winning percentage in all of Texas for 2A in the last decade.
What's weird to me is these schools starting off yesterday, Cedar Park, I think, played at Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
Like, it's called the Jerry Jones Invitational or some shit.
Okay.
There was like 2 high school teams playing in fucking Dallas Cowboy Stadium last night. Fucking crazy.
How'd the Lubbock teams do?
Let's see if they have it. I don't know, but our very own Bradley's teaching at Friendship.
Texas Brad?
He's at Friendship, so now we have an excuse to go to high school games because I kind of felt weird about doing that. But now I'm going to be going to those. I don't know. It doesn't really...
Yeah, I mean, I don't hear a whole lot of hype from any of these local teams.
Midland won.
And I guess they really don't deserve too much.
I just wanted to see the post score. I don't give a fuck about any other school.
If any of these schools will go 5-0, then we'll start covering them.
Yeah.
If you go 5-0 in the regular season,
Cooper, look at they beat
in the 806, we'll cover you.
Cooper beat 42-0
Dumas.
And then Monterey won 44-42. That might have been a good game.
There goes Monterey.
I guess these are like 4As and 5As. I don't want to spend too much time.
So yeah,
on
we
that.
covered prime time. We covered Texas Tech football. We got this quarterback that we got him from Oregon, right?
I believe so. Yeah, he was out there golfing.
And I have no idea how to pronounce his damn name, dude. I swear, like, it drives me nuts. Is it Shuff? Is it Show?
Show game or something like that.
Shug? How the fuck do you pronounce this guy's name? Shuff? I've heard every which way, and I don't know.
Tyler Show?
Tyler Show, Shough, and it's a tough situation.
Was he
because
hurt last year?
He gets hurt a lot. Whenever he finishes a game, I believe he's undefeated in every game he started and finished. But that's only like 8 games over 2 seasons, something like that. I was really high on Donovan Smith. They were kind of doing this whole switching out the QB thing.
He left, didn't he?
They would alternate him out. Yeah, Donovan Smith left to go be starting quarterback somewhere else.
Yeah, he left, and
I think he's going to be successful.
But he's been in college since 2018.
Yeah.
So he's like the Georgia quarterback.
Is it super senior is what they call him?
Yeah, he's like a super senior. So this is last year.
He's got a lot of potential, but it's just
Tech fans have to be much like the Colorado fans have to be patient.
I really hope he pulls it all together.
I think it's going to take a while for Joey McGuire too.
Hey, there's something I want to talk about too. Sorry to cut you off.
So,
the backup quarterback for Texas Tech. So they got this YouTube show, and it's pretty damn good. It's well produced. It's called The Brand. I suggest you check it out.
I've heard of them.
The Brand.
Shout out to what's his name that came on the podcast. He works with them.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I saw him last night. Goddamn, I can't think of it. Keenan Ward.
Oh yeah, Keenan Ward. So yeah, they got some good content on there. But I noticed that there was something pretty funny. So I feel like clowning on this dude because he looked pretty ridiculous. But the backup quarterback, fuck, what's his name? Can't think right now.
This guy, Morton.
Yeah.
Baron
Morton was rocking some cornrows, dog.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, he was rocking some cornrows.
It's a white boy, by the way.
Hey, he was rocking a wave cap, and it was the most ridiculous shit.
I'll be damned.
So
I've been known to rock a do-rag, but not like that.
I'm gonna send Roy the pic or the video so he can insert it into the podcast.
Okay.
And so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But I just had to roast bro because he looked ridiculous.
Hey man, if you want to come on the pod and talk with us, you can. Yeah. So
we'll give you some NIL money.
No, fuck no.
I didn't say how much, bro.
I'll give you a 12-pack.
We'll give you a 12-pack.
If you're 21. I don't even know if you are.
He might be.
So, yeah, we've talked about the football games.
Tech defense
today's the 26th as we're recording this. So, we can talk about this. I didn't know. I was anticipating this being tonight, the UFC championship, because I watched Max Holloway on Flagrant 2 podcast. So now I'm a fan, and I didn't know he was fighting at 7 o'clock this morning on a Saturday.
Yeah, but unusual, highly unusual, because the fights were in
Singapore, right, or some shit,
or Malaysia or something.
Yeah, one of the
somewhere.
So it's like daytime over there.
Yeah, it's highly unusual. Sometimes the UFC will do these cards that are on the other side of the world, and you got to wake up early in the morning to see them. I knew the fight was going to be this morning, and I tried to haul ass over here so Roy and I could actually watch them while we recorded this, but I was late.
Yeah.
Max got the KO.
KO in the third round. What does that mean, TKO? KO, what is it? Like he knocked him out?
TKO means the ref stopped it.
He was just getting beat up?
Yeah. But yeah, Max Holloway was on Flagrant, which is a great podcast with Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, that's where I was listening to him. I didn't know he was Hawaiian.
He's hilarious.
He's like the #1 Hawaiian dude. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's like the coolest motherfucker.
He was talking about DC a lot. It was funny.
Oh, so yeah, he was hating on him.
Yeah, he was talking mad shit. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Max actually has been in the UFC since he was like 18 or 19, I want to say. He's fought everybody. He's one of the greatest of all time. He was the champion at 145 pounds, but the man who is arguably the greatest fighter of all time, Alexander Volkanovski, took Max's belt, and they fought like 3 times.
They were talking about that fight.
2 or 3 times.
They wanted to fight again.
Yeah. It was a great fight, very close, but it's like one of those things, no matter how great you are, there's always somebody better.
There's always somebody to take the crown, man.
So let's segue over into what happened about a week ago in the fight world, which really shook things up. My favorite fighter,
Sugar Sean O'Malley. I'm a big fan of him, too.
Yeah, so I've been watching the Sugar Show for about 5 years now. And the thing is, his career hasn't always been smooth, right? So not everybody.
He's only lost once.
Yeah, a lot of people got introduced to O'Malley whenever he got...
So this ridiculous hair.
I got to find the actual clip where you can see his cornrows. All right, but anyway, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Sean, last week, August 19th. You watched it, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big fan of him.
Been watching him for a while, right?
He's cool. I like him.
And his career has taken ups and downs, but the entire time, he's been very honest. He has a podcast called The Timbo Sugar Show. And on there, he has a guy he's friends with who's basically, he's his coach. And, they like to smoke, they like to drink, party, but they're honest about their recovery and the things that they do to try to improve on their mindset and sports psychology, things like that. I'm very interested in this stuff because I have a similar situation going on with a professional fighter. Where
Mateo.
I'm training with him. I try to coach him a little bit, and we try to do things to improve our mindset, improve our bodies, and these guys have a lot of good insights. Anyway, it's been a long time coming, man, and it's so beautiful to see him get these things because he manifested it for everybody on that woo-woo manifestation bullshit.
Shit.
Watching this guy talk about it, the things that he says, and then he made it happen. Like, similar to Conor McGregor, there's a lot of comparisons with Conor. Sean will tell you himself, like, he copied Conor. Who doesn't?
You can see them interact on Twitter.
Yeah, Conor laid the blueprint for how to be a successful showman in mixed martial arts, right? Conor had a few things going for him with the accent and actually being Irish.
Bloody Irishman.
That got a whole country behind him. If the Irish will get behind O'Malley, shit, that's,
I got drunk one time and spoke in an Irish accent, and Bradley was not having it.
No?
So I got to work on it a little bit. I love the Irish. Want to go there.
Hell yeah, I'm 20% Irish, baby.
That's fucking gay. That's gay.
No, it's not.
You should be 100% Mexican.
I'm not. Sorry.
But I did watch it, and then I saw like a breakdown of how smart like that move was to
How they set it up.
How he set it up to
It was a
beat
crazy
the
thing.
shit out of him. He was fucking him up, man.
It was a crazy thing because O'Malley admitted later on that he actually had a rib injury, and that if Aljamain Sterling, who was well known for wrestling, if he would have wrestled O'Malley, he would have easily won. But Aljamain didn't. Everything worked out in O'Malley's favor. It was pretty incredible.
Yeah, so well, tell me about this Sterling fella. I've heard a lot about him.
So Aljamain Sterling,
pretty good.
a lot of people hate him because
I saw that.
he won the belt due to a disqualification against Peter Yan. This was a couple years ago.
Did he do that illegal shit or whatever?
So Peter Yan hit him with the illegal knee.
That's what it was, yeah.
So when you're down on all fours, you're not allowed to hit people in the head with a knee. Peter hit him with the knee. A lot of people believe that the knee didn't hit him that hard and that he could have recovered and kept fighting. He played it out like it was devastating. And so the fight ended there, and he won due to disqualification. It was the first time that a championship fight had ever ended that way and that somebody became champion due to disqualification.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't like the way he reacted because he was cheering and celebrating as if he had won, which he did win. It was crazy.
I mean, yeah.
He had a rematch with Peter Yan. Very close fight. Aljamain Sterling won.
Okay.
And then he fought, I believe, TJ Dillashaw, who was a great bantamweight. Aljamain beat him. And then he beat Henry Cejudo, who was a former champion, and he was also an Olympic champion, I believe. So he's very decorated wrestler. He's not a decorated wrestler, but he's defeated decorated wrestlers. He's legit. He's the real deal. Personality-wise, he just really doesn't have it going for him. It's kind of weird because after watching this whole thing play out, he won me over in defeat.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying.
He was such a
humble.
graceful, gracious loser. Mm-hmm. And he knows that he fucked up. If he would have done what got him there, which is grapple, wrestle, take him to the ground, choke him, he was likely to win that fight. Sean was a big underdog. Nobody believed Sean was going to win. Sean knocked him out in the second round.
So who is he going to fight next?
He's likely to fight Chito Vera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw him talking shit about him on Twitter. That's the beauty about Twitter.
That's who his loss was
is
to.
They go, back and forth. I guess Conor brought that to the game.
Brought what?
Like just that shit talking and.
Oh yeah,
like
pretty much.
Like
I mean,
social media type shit.
Right. Conor really blew it up. I mean, throughout history in fighting, there's always been a lot of shit talkers. Muhammad Ali was probably the most famous shit talker of all time. Conor got a lot of his stuff from Muhammad Ali.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know who else is a decorated wrestler? Perk Angle. What's his name?
Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle. I was watching the Rogan and Hulk Hogan.
Rogan and Hogan?
Hulk Hogan and Rogan episode, really good. So I was just.
When was that?
Is
that new?
It dropped on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Oh shit, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, he has some crazy stories.
Dude, wrestling used to be so popular.
What's so funny is, speaking of Twitter, this guy, like, the bad thing about it is, like, this guy fucking went in detail about all the lies Hulk Hogan has ever told him. You motherfucker, why don't you just shut the fuck up? Jesus
just let him be?
Just let him be. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah,
so
that's
is Kurt
true.
Angle, man. He's cool. That dude was, he won the Olympics, I think. Kurt Angle?
Yep. He was an Olympic wrestler.
What do you think is more of a more,
Accomplishment?
more prouder moment? Because obviously being a UFC champion is fucking huge. But what do you think they think is better, a gold medal or a UFC championship?
A UFC championship.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. Being a gold medalist is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but for people who are
Like in wrestling, though.
People who are in martial arts understand that you can reach the pinnacle of one specific discipline, and that's impressive and admirable. But to do it in a sport that requires all disciplines is highly desirable for us as martial artists and athletes.
I've been training jiu-jitsu for 3 weeks now, so give me about a year.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna break all y'all's legs. I'm learning the armbar right now.
Where are you going?
Pittman Jiu-Jitsu Academy.
Oh my god!
I like that guy. He's cool.
Here we go.
So I've been there for about 3 weeks now.
That's legit.
I've been done about 10 classes already. I'm learning things. So there's no striking. So obviously that's a whole different fucking. Getting punched in the face is a whole different fucking story. But I'm learning. Shout out to the kiddies over there. But yeah, so shout out to these guys. Shout out to UFC.
Shout out to Rattlesnake Roy for getting into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna beat you up, Mighty Mateo.
Oh shit!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We can set that up.
Hell no, he'll fuck me at one punch.
Set that
I'm
up
done.
tomorrow.
That motherfucker. He's fighting in October, I believe.
Yeah, Mighty Mateo Gonzalez fighting for a championship belt. You guys, that's a 5-round fight. This is professional prize fighting that we're talking about here. He's fighting in Frisco, Texas. If you want to go, holler at me.
That's some money, huh? If he wins.
Did you hear that?
The bird.
Oh yeah, he's winning some money. He's gonna get some sponsorships. He's gonna win that belt.
That's a bird.
I've never heard a bird that sounded like that.
That's weird. It's mating season.
Wow.
So we have. I will shamefully admit I have not been keeping up with baseball, but what's very interesting right now in the AL West is the race for the title. You have the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners locked in at 72 wins, 56 losses. And then you have the Houston Astros 1 game behind. So that is very, very close. It's gonna be
the Rangers though?
They're kicking ass, but they've been on a downslope for a while now. They got their ass whooped last night. I was watching that game, pissed off. I was drunk. And then you have I don't know if it's close anywhere else. I know the fucking Yankees have been sucking. So be on the lookout. Obviously, once postseason hits, we will really get into that. But the Rangers are in the battle to make the playoffs. They have Matt Scherzer, and they have what's his name from Tech, Young, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, we pronounce it Young.
And his brother is actually making his way through the farm system. So
yeah,
very proud.
Jason, what's the other one's name?
Jason. I don't know. Jackson. I don't fucking know. But the
Those
older
guys
brother,
are some fucking
the older
beasts.
brother's fucking. He started the All-Star game. We didn't talk about that. Like he was a starter in the All-Star game.
The older brother?
Yeah,
Jace?
from Tech. Yeah, he's the first Texas Ranger to start in the All-Star game in a while. But they also had a few other ones, so shout out to them for doing that. Then we have today is the Little League World Series championship. No, not the championship. They play for the championship today, and our very own Texas team is playing California.
Oh, really? Texas, huh?
Texas. I think they're from Houston.
Nice.
Texas will play California today to get to the championship.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they're Texas East. If you know like Little League, Texas is so big that you have 2 state champions, Texas West and Texas East.
I like it.
And Texas East ended up, and then you go into like a super regional after you win your state championship, and then you can make it to Little League World Series.
They should just put together an all-star team with all the best players.
That'd be crazy. So yeah, they will be battling it out with California. I fucking hate California.
And then who's on the other side? Japan?
Asia Pacific, and Caribbean.
Ooh, who beat Japan?
Dude, Japan had like this fucking crazy ass dude. He could like throw 80 miles an hour, but Asia Pacific won. It's probably like Chinese Taipei or something like that.
Huh.
Taiwan.
Interesting.
For us Americans. Yeah, so tomorrow the championship game when this comes out. So hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll be seeing a Texas team compete for the championship. But to make it that far is pretty damn cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know how well they did. I don't want to look it up. but a team from Lubbock went to the Junior League, Little League World Series. Southwest Little League Juniors went to the Little League World Series, the Junior Little League World Series. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I recently competed in a sport.
What'd you do?
I played in a golf tournament.
Oh, shit. How was that?
So it's supposed to be a father-son thing, but my father-in-law signed us up for it, and we won that bitch.
Damn.
69, baby. We shot a 69.
Where was that, here?
First place. It was at Shadow Hills Golf Course.
What'd you get as a prize? A medal?
So it was free beer all day, starting at 8 in the morning. I was drinking Shiner Box.
Oh, shit.
Smoking some bud. Fucking smacking the golf ball deep into the fairway. I was on that day. I was really happy and excited because a really good friend of mine and his stepdad signed up for the tournament also. And we were supposed to call up to the clubhouse and request to be grouped up with them, because when you play golf, you're usually in groups. No more than 5 players playing at once. But we never called to get grouped up, and it just so happened that they grouped us up by chance.
Oh, damn. There you go.
Yeah.
And y'all won that bitch,
and I was real happy, and we ended up winning. Yeah, so I just wanted to pat myself on the back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and honestly, I suggest for anyone out there who's interested in taking up jiu-jitsu or golf.
Do something.
Or even like riding bikes through trails. There's a lot of good trails here in Lubbock, mountain bikes. Yeah, that's something I would like to get into one day. There's just certain things like I like to do this thing where I try to plan out my life in 10 years, right? So I'm 33 right now, and then so I've set out a map. Here's 43. And along my way from here to there, what are some hobbies and what are some interests that I can pick up that will give me a healthy obsession, because I'm a very obsessive person. I need something to fixate. What else? What I'm trying to say is there's different things that I want to pick up along the way. Golf was one of them. Eventually, I want to get into mountain biking, riding trails, snowboarding. I've done a little bit of that. I want to get a little heavier into that before I get too old. And then archery. Archery's a good one.
I want to get into that one.
But eventually, after I'm from 43 to 53, I'm gonna have to lay off of some of these things I'm doing right now, because right now it's very heavily mixed martial arts, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, things that are very violent and very hard on my body. You know what I mean? And I understand I can only do that for so long. So I don't want to be in a position where I'm 40 and now I'm trying to pick up a new sport like golf. I want to go into my 40s already being skilled at this thing, because I've already worked at it for 5, 6, 7 years. And then I can transition into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I feel you. That's why I'm doing all this. Imagine how good we'll be at this in 10 years.
Exactly.
Be 37 in 10 years. Jesus Christ.
But I'll be 43.
Hopefully we'll be like 5,000 episodes in 10 years.
Exactly.
I plan on doing this for 10, 20 years. Given the technology will let us do it.
In 20 years, in 10 years, I'll have a 20-year-old kid.
Dude, your youngest child will be born next month, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm having another baby next month, having another girl. That's 3 girls, dude.
3 fucking
It's a lot of
girls.
work.
No, the Hernandez name does not live on.
It does. I have a brother. My brother has
he has
some
a
boys.
son now.
Yeah.
So it's going to get hectic. We're going to try to squeeze this in weekly. With the NFL coming up, I don't know much. I did see Trey Lance is coming to the Cowboys.
Let's talk about the NFL.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that about?
The 49ers draft this quarterback really high in the draft, give him all types of money just to trade him over to the Cowboys.
What is this? Is this like insurance if Dak fucks up? Or what the fuck is this? These are 2 high-level quarterbacks.
Okay, so what had happened was last season the San Francisco 49ers were in a really tough quarterback situation. Their starting quarterback, I believe, was Jimmy Garoppolo.
Garoppolo, yeah, he's at the Raiders now.
Garoppolo got injured, and then Trey Lance got injured, so they were stuck with
that dude, what's his name?
Mr. Irrelevant,
yeah.
Brock Purdy.
Purdy.
They call him Mr. Irrelevant because he was drafted dead last in the draft.
He ended up doing really well, right?
He turns out to be great.
He lost to the Eagles, but
he got injured against the Eagles. He fucked up his shoulder against the Eagles.
Yeah.
And that was to go to the Super Bowl.
It was in the championship.
Yeah, so Brock Purdy's back. He's healthy. He's had surgery. And so the Niners had Trey Lance there, and they're like, we don't need this guy anymore. We paid him enough money. Let's get him out of here. But I don't understand. What did they trade the Cowboys for? That's got to be a bad trade. They spent too much on that guy.
I don't know.
The Cowboys are trying to, I guess they're trying to transition out of the Dak Prescott situation that they're in.
I mean, Lance is pretty mobile too, though, isn't he? Like, he moves around.
Trey Lance?
This guy.
I think
on
so.
His fucking phone while we're doing this podcast.
My bad.
Doesn't really. I don't even know if the trade's finalized, but maybe some draft picks. I don't know.
That's horrible. So yeah, the NFL. Going into the NFL.
The NFL, baby.
I'm starting to do this thing where I pick a team that I keep up with that I don't usually, and there is a little bit of a pattern going on with the team that I pick.
Oh, hold on. It's just in exchange for a 4th round draft.
Ooh,
That's it.
Yikes!
I guess
tough.
the Cowboys have to pay their salary, the remaining part of the salary.
Yeah,
That's about it. That's a good deal for the fucking Cowboys.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, because I think he was like a 1st round pick or 2nd round.
Second
pick.
round. Dude's fucking good, dude. Like, he's good. Be fresh.
We'll take him.
Then you'll see Zeke on the Patriots.
Oh yeah, so usually there's a show on HBO called Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
And this season it's really good. It's featuring the New York Jets, who have a new quarterback, a new old quarterback, I should say.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I like him.
Yeah.
I fucking like him.
And remember last year I was hyping up the Jets a lot because they had 2 rookies. They have the offensive rookie of the year and the defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, you remember like every week was like Players of the Week was the Jets players.
It was either Sauce Gardner
It was somebody
or
like defensive
Garrett
player.
Wilson.
Yeah.
So the Jets, their offensive line kind of sucks, but other than that, they got a lot of good things going for them. And that's my team this year, the New York Jets. I'm going to be keeping up with them quite a bit. Last year it was the Detroit Lions.
They're saying they're looking good.
Lions are looking good. They got a good offensive line.
They got a quarterback that knows how to win. I will say, I saw a lot of talk about the Cowboys potentially. Like, a lot of people are saying they're going to be. I just think it would be funny.
Hold on. Say that again. What did you say?
Potentially making the Super Bowl.
Hold on. This just in. Hot take, everybody.
I didn't say it. People are saying
somebody, somewhere, possibly some Mexicans drinking Bud Light.
No, this was ESPN, motherfucker, so fuck you.
Oh.
These are high-end motherfuckers. These ain't these fucking Mexicans getting drunk.
Are the Mexicans
Cowboys
still drinking Bud Light?
But God, here's what would be funny. So this is the season. Mark my words today. This would be very funny.
Los pinche Cowboys.
For like a lot, specifically like people in Lubbock. This would be very funny if the Cowboys ended up going to the Super Bowl to play the Chiefs. I think that would be, I would love to see that shit.
Bro.
That would be
so many Mexicans' heads would explode.
It'd be heartbreaking because obviously I got to root. I want Mahomes to win at least 3 Super Bowls. He's got to win 3. I know he'll be back this year. That's no doubt. But if the Cowboys played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, that'd be so insane. Could you imagine the streets in Lubbock, Texas, or all of Texas? Like, motherfuckers love Mahomes.
Yeah.
And they love the Cowboys.
I know.
And it would be so heartbreaking to fucking watch these 2 teams play.
Oh, no. But like what Roy said, he heard somewhere.
Bitch, I heard.
That the Cowboys might make it to the Super Bowl this year. Holy shit.
I mean, they got some fucking talent on defense, dude. Their defense is number 1 in the fucking league right now.
But they always find a way to not make it
and
past the first round of the playoffs.
If they have the best defense and everybody stays healthy, and Lance and Prescott can put up at least 20 points.
Yeah.
That's not much. They'll win. And I want to see them beat the Eagles because I fucking hate Jalen Hurts. I hate that motherfucker. So fuck him.
Why do you hate Jalen Hurts?
He's an Oklahoma Sooner. Fuck him. And he's an Eagle.
Okay.
Fuck him. Fuck the goddamn Eagles. You guys deserve that loss, even though you probably should have won. You deserve that fucking loss. Fuck you. And all my favorite comedians are from Philadelphia, so fuck the Eagles.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm not even that passionate about the Cowboys, but fuck the Eagles.
The Eagles, they recently picked up DeAndre Swift. They got a really good offensive line.
They're looking good as fuck. So.
Yeah, the Eagles might make it to the Super Bowl for sure.
I hope they do, and I hope they get beat by the Chiefs again.
Yeah.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
That's highly likely.
But no, I've heard a lot about the Lions doing pretty good. It'll be interesting to see the Jets, like you're saying.
Yeah.
The Raiders are kind of on my radar.
The Raiders?
Yeah.
Who they got? Garoppolo?
Devontae Adams? I like the stadium.
Josh Jacobs. You like the stadium?
I like the stadium.
That is a dope stadium.
It's a fucking sick stadium, so.
But that's not a good team. That's not a good reason to fucking go for the Raiders,
Garoppolo was dating a porn star. That's fucking cool. So shout out to Garoppolo for doing that. And I like
dating a porn star. I do not understand that move.
He did something. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. He did something with one. Is Adams?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
He's a beast.
He's fucking
Cowboys. Let's go back to the Cowboys. For those of you who keep up with the Cowboys, you've seen Deuce Vaughn.
He's 5'8".
No, he's 5'5".
5'5"? Oh,
5'5",
shit.
which is shorter than me. And
he can
I had
move.
to explain to my daughter, because she's like, hey, Dad, how come you don't play football anymore? And I'm like, well, you see, I'm not as big as those guys, and I'm not as fast as those guys. She's like, huh? So you mean to tell me you're a little guy? I'm like, yes, babe, I'm a little guy. She
Poor
starts
girls.
laughing at me. And so she sees Deuce Vaughn out there, because when you see Deuce Vaughn out there, I mean, you really notice the difference between him and the offensive lineman. He's 5'5", they're 6'5". And she asked me, well, he's out there. How come you're not out there? And explaining to your daughter that you're not the fucking man is the worst, dude. You have to come up with all kinds of lies and excuses. So it's like, well, baby girl, if I was out there playing for the Cowboys, then I wouldn't be here with you, you know? And I like I like playing games with you, and you know, I could be out there if I wanted to, but I just really wanted to be here with my family.
Dude, I said 5'8" because I saw a picture of Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant?
Senior. He was with his lineman. His lineman's 6'8", and he's 5'8". So I saw this picture. Like, these are superstars.
Jakeem's not 5'8". Jakeem's like 5'6".
He said 5'8". Whatever. It's still.
Baby line. Yeah.
It's still like.
Jakeem's little.
He's smaller than me.
He's running like a 4'2".
He's one of the fastest men on the planet.
Yeah.
And he's like so tiny compared to a lineman. It's like, you imagine them grown ass men fucking tackling.
Did you know Jakeem's faster than bullets? We talked about this.
I believe it. That's what
there
I'm
was
saying.
a shooting here in Lubbock one time. I think it was at the office or something. And Jakeem got grazed with bullets. He got grazed with like 2 shots. And it's because he was so damn fast. Yeah, you can look it up.
Texas Tech, baby.
Go Jakeem.
We produce the best out here. One of the best quarterbacks ever.
Yep, so
Cowboys.
NFL season.
Who do you root? Are you a Cowboy fan?
I'm a Cowboy fan by default.
Same.
I want to see them do well, but I do not get emotionally invested in them because they've broken my heart too many times.
It's so funny to see like how hardcore like people are fans. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, you go to work, you know, you're tired. You need something to live for after work. And a lot of motherfuckers choose the Cowboys. I understand that, but they'll break your fucking heart year in and year out.
I know.
It's so funny to see how like rooted the fan base is here, specifically with these Mexicans we've been talking about. But
Dak throws a lot of interceptions.
Dak is,
and that's a problem.
He's not a gunslinger like Mahomes.
No.
But I don't know, that move with Trey Lance is interesting.
We got an elite offensive line. I shouldn't say we. The Cowboys have an elite offensive line. They have
the best defense.
The best defense. They have a really good running back. Tony Pollard's solid.
Pollard and Deuce.
Deuce Vaughn is looking really good.
They have CeeDee Lamb.
They got Brandon Cooks and Gallup. Their receiver core is pretty weak, but they should be a running team. I don't know, but the Cowboys will not make it to the Super Bowl this year. You heard it first here.
Yeah, you gotta beat the Eagles.
They will find a way to lose in the first round of the playoffs or the second round of the playoffs.
So they'll make the playoffs.
They should.
Will they win the East?
I hope so. No, the Eagles will win the East. Yeah, the Eagles will win the East.
I don't know, but I think about like how tough the AFC is right now.
Yeah.
Anybody, like the Bills, the Bengals, the Chiefs,
the
Ravens, the Jets.
Yeah.
You got to fucking even the fucking Chargers, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
They're coming with it. So the Jets recently got Dalvin Cook and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
I might see where I stand in the order of draft fantasy.
I'm trying to think. What were some other high-profile trades?
I don't know. That Trey Lance one was pretty big.
But before this, you got Derek Carr going to New Orleans.
I think you have, and then you have stupid ass Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield is starting
for the Bucks.
The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Let me see who else. Didn't the Dolphins get somebody? No, I don't think so.
No, they have that Tua dude.
Tua.
And they have Hill. What's his name?
Tyreek Hill. They got Waddle.
Then you have Mariota. I think he's playing. No, not Trubisky playing for the fucking Steelers. I was watching that game a little bit.
Are we forgetting anything with the NFL? I feel like there's something. I guess not. The NFL season starts
Carson Wentz in
2 weeks. Or is it this weekend? No, it's not this weekend. We're still in preseason here.
I can tell you. It's right here. I think this is
next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Next weekend's the first round of the week 1. No, it's September 7th. 2 weeks. So we still have 2 weeks to another episode to talk shit before we
should we cover these bullshit boxing matches that are always going on? You saw Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul.
I didn't watch it.
It was pretty rough. I knew that it was going to look that way. That's how Nate fights. He has his hands down. It's not pretty. Yeah, he saw him trying to choke him.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The next one is going to be Logan Paul versus
Dylan
Dennis.
That's funny. Dylan Dennis, you got really annoying on Twitter, buddy.
The only reason why I brought this up is because Dylan Dennis is known for not showing up to fight. So Logan went and got Mike Perry, who's a bad mofo.
He does the bare knuckle boxing.
Bare knuckle champion. Somebody who I've wrestled with him before. I've rolled with him. One of the biggest savages of all time.
You've rolled with him?
Yeah, I've wrestled him.
Damn.
And I may or may not have taken him down briefly.
Don't say
and then I thought he was going to fuck me up.
He's going to beat our ass.
No, yeah, so if anybody knows jiu-jitsu, he got me in a heel hook, which is not something Mike Perry is known for. It's a very specific jiu-jitsu leg attack. And after I took him down, he said, "Nice takedown." Fuck that shit. And then he like fucking raged on me, flipped me over, stood over me, got me in a heel hook, and started like acting like he was going to tear my knee apart. And I tapped out like a little bitch, even though the submission wasn't locked in. I thought he was going to punch me or something, dude. That's a scary man. Go look up Mike Perry.
That's what makes them professionals, huh?
So Mike Perry is the substitute for Dylan Dennis if Dylan doesn't show up. So shout out to Mike. Mike's getting paid, dude. He blew up. It's crazy.
He does that bare knuckle.
Yeah, his
shit, making a lot of money doing that.
His wife is actually from Lubbock.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why he was in town.
I can't find anything, but you guys know I love Charleston White. He's boxing.
Charleston White pepper sprayed his opponent.
He actually pepper sprayed his opponent yesterday. I don't know if it was staged or not, but it was actually pretty damn funny.
Explain to people who Charleston White is. Do you think they know?
He's
internet personality?
He is a master at the internet, and he gives you a character known as Rat Williams. So a lot of you fucking pussies might hate him because
it's a play off of Cat Williams, but it's Rat Williams.
But he's Rat Williams because he tattletales and he's a rat. But he also plays on the hypocrisy of who. This is a different podcast, but he plays on the hypocrisy of like rappers and internet people, and he really puts into perspective like the hypocrisy of everything. So he's pretty funny. He's kind of got a death wish because he calls out a lot of people. He puts people in jail.
A lot of gangster rappers.
He'll put you in jail like no shit. He's put people in jail. It's pretty funny. I, as just an observer, really enjoy him. He's much like Joey Diaz in the sense if you can siphon through the bullshit, it's very, very good wisdom in his life tales. He's been to jail. He killed a man.
Old black man.
Oh, he's a southern Dallas black dude, and those guys are pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
He's really funny. So you can look at it a lot of different ways, but he's an internet personality, and as you've seen with like,
he's a conservative, old school cat.
He'll go hang out with the Ku Klux Klan. Like he's crazy.
Oh wow, I didn't know all that.
But he Logan and Jake Paul, the things they're doing. He's
the boxing.
So he's boxing somebody tomorrow, and he's been training. Mind you, this man doesn't have a right eye, so we'll see how well that goes.
Yeah, so
he's legitimately missing one eye.
At the weigh-in, his opponent pushed him,
so he pepper sprayed him. It was pretty damn funny. And he's been known to pepper spray people. He did that to Soulja Boy.
He pepper sprayed Soulja Boy?
It's really funny, the stories.
I like that.
He says a lot of horrific shit. Take it how you will, but he's never done any of the shit he says, but he's a very funny dude. I enjoy him. I'm a big fan of him. He will be boxing. I don't know when. I know he's been trying. And Say Cheese TV. If you guys know who that is, big internet. He's kind of like Vlad TV, but he does a lot of like rappers here in Texas and shit. He's also boxing, so that'll be cool.
This is probably the longest episode of Lawnchair ever.
We'll yeah, it's first episode back. We gotta talk a lot of shit.
That's true. We had a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, so I think if I'm willing to predict that if we continue to grow and get to the successes that I see us getting to, Swagadellic will probably box somebody in the future.
Hell yeah, I want to. That's the goal.
I don't want to be punched, but maybe I will also be in the ring.
Yeah, Roy will wrestle. Roy will put some jiu-jitsu.
I'll do like some jiu-jitsu shit. I just don't want to get punched in the face.
We should do a tag team. No holds barred.
We do know some wrestlers, so that'd be cool as shit.
I'll do a fucking.
Hey, we're working on that, by the way. Behind the scenes, rough and rowdy type shit. Shout out to Barstool.
Yeah,
we're working on it.
Yeah, if you
don't think we're just sitting here drinking beer. We're working.
If you want to fight somebody, let us know. We'll set it up. But yeah, we got anything else? We covered tech sports. We covered NFL. We covered the Sugar Show and the UFC.
Little League, baseball. Volleyball's back. I don't know. Your daughters are doing that.
Yeah, I love volleyball. I'm a volleyball dad.
Texas playing in a tournament, I think, right now.
Yeah, volleyball tournament. We should go check that
out. But yeah, so if you guys follow us and you want to hang out with us, I'm sure we'll be at some tech games.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be at that Oregon game. Are you gonna be there?
I don't have a ticket, but
get you a ticket, son. Oh, it's sold out.
Sold out. Me and Bradley are actually talking about going to Austin to watch him play Texas.
Okay.
So that'd be crazy. But other than that, and some other news, Lords of Film's doing a movie night September 6th, I believe. Let me check the schedule. September 9th. That's a Wednesday. They're doing Terminator 2. We will be back for another Snake Pit Live, hopefully in November on my birthday.
Hell yeah.
So, number 2, if you were out the first one, thank you. If you missed it, come out to this one. It's a big party. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Hart Enterprises and Izzy Money Vintage. And if anybody else out there is listening that has a business they want to promote, I will promote it for a very cheap price. Just hit me up about that on all of the podcasts we're doing. So we have like 5 of them about to come back. Full season, full in effect. Other than that, I don't think we have much more. We will be back next week.
Hell yeah.
To talk about the League World Series and other things.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about the first week of college football.
First week.
And then...
Other than Tech, I go for Notre Dame. That's my team.
We'll dig a little deeper into Texas Tech and the upcoming season.
Yeah.
And then we'll dig a little deeper into the NFL.
Yep, there you go. We'll figure something out with the scheduling of the NFL like we did last year, predicting the games and shit. And maybe you guys can be with us. I do not know... Again, we kind of just put this out there yesterday or the day before, so we'll be adding more things to this. I do like to do an hour. It's fun. So, I mean, if we want to continue long format.
Oh, yeah, we need to get back to our segments. We didn't even do any segments.
That's what I mean. We'll figure some segments out in the coming weeks. Segments. But, dumbass of the day, I don't know. We'll figure something out. If you guys want to suggest anything, that would be nice.
We got sports controversies.
That's
always a good one.
I don't know. Did anything crazy happen?
In the news. That Trey Lance trade was kind of the biggest thing so far.
That's the biggest thing. I don't see nobody fucking up.
Oh, did you see the thing with the Spain? I don't know what he is, Prime Minister of Spain or some shit, when he kissed the girl on the soccer team against her will?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it was on national television. They had just won a soccer game. And this guy goes up to her and grabs her by the face and starts kissing her on the mouth. He's some kind of politician or some sort of leader.
You got in big trouble for that?
Yeah, there's some controversy there.
Obviously, you can't disturb somebody else's reality. That's a no-no.
Yeah, you
I know the U.S. women got beat in the fucking World Cup, so not much to talk about.
There's some track and field stuff going on. I wouldn't mind.
What's her name? Shakara?
Yeah.
She won. World champion.
Cherie. Is it Cherie?
I do not
want to Sha'Carri Richardson.
I don't want to mispronounce your name.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Because you're a badass. You're fucking fast as fuck. Best in the world.
She likes to blow kill.
Fuck it. Just don't do it when you're fucking training for the Olympics. Come on. So other than that, well, next year is the Olympics, so we can talk about that too. Lionel Messi is in here in America playing soccer. That's actually really cool because I kind of want to watch one of those games, but I ain't gonna pay like $5,000 for a ticket. So he's here doing his thing. A lot of guys over there getting billion-dollar contracts from the Saudis. Crazy shit. Other than that, guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been Lawnchair Sports Season 2. We're here. We're back, baby.